Live from downtown Detroit, home of WDIV and Click on Detroit, Local 4 News at 5 starts now.
Tonight's temp drop is just the start of a signal that's going to take us into a very changing forecast for Halloween. We'll look at that coming up. Kim?
Okay, Ben, honoring Logan and Briggs, a moving tribute grows as we learn new information about the fire that killed two brothers in Grosse Pointe.
The woman who says her friend strangled and bit her to within inches of her life takes the stand.
Hearing her as clear as day, with like no reflection in her tone, just saying, sorry, but you're gonna have to die today.
You're going to have to die today. One of many chilling moments in the hearing today for Allison Weaver.
Yeah, Weaver is facing a string of charges related to the alleged attack inside a Rochester Hills apartment. Larry Spruill is following this story for us tonight. Larry, she's headed to trial.
Devin and Kimberly, we were the only TV station allowed inside that courtroom today, and we heard those details of this case. Now, we're talking about multiple bite marks all over the victim's body. The suspect says they were playing a game, vampire versus wolf. But I have to warn you, the details, the graphic details of this case are just hard to hear. For the first time, suspect Allison Weaver is hearing the charges she's facing, dating back last month, September 2019.
Currently, the defense is charged with second-degree criminal sexual conduct, assault with intent to do great bodily harm, less than murder, and assault with intent to maim.
And now the new charge, assault another person by strangulation or suffocation. Local 4, the only camera inside this 52nd District courtroom, hearing what happened inside the victim's apartment that night of September 17th. We're not showing the victim because of her injuries. She tells the court she invited Allison Weaver over. Victim says they had some drinks and talked on the couch for hours. Victim says shortly after she went to bed while Weaver stayed on the couch. Hours later, she remembers waking up and seeing Weaver on all fours.
She just lunged at me and started strangling me. The next thing I remember is trying to get away and her hearing her as clear as day, with like no reflection in her tone, just saying, sorry, but you're gonna have to die today.
When I walked in the bedroom, I observed two females. Both appeared to be covered in blood. Miss Weaver told me that they were having consensual sex and that Miss was a vampire and that she, Miss Weaver, was a wolf. I noticed a large wound to the side of her left eye area in the cheek. And I also noticed that the outer edge of her left ear appeared to be missing.
And the victim also told the court that she did not give Weaver permission to touch her, but she says her injuries did not stop there. Once again, we are talking about multiple bite marks all over her body. The victim says she has to have multiple surgeries in order to start the recovery process. We're live tonight. Larry Spruill, Local 4.
So, Larry, what happens next, and is there any word on bond?
Yeah, well, Kimberly, the judge said due to the graphic nature of this case that she denied bond. The suspect is due back in court next month. Kimberly?
We'll be following it. Okay, Larry, thanks.
Around town tonight, you might see two hockey sticks outside of homes. It's a tribute to two young lives lost, and that is a tribute that's growing at this hour. The Red Wings, in fact, tweeted this photo late this afternoon. Two sticks outside the locker room, and the hashtag reads, "Sticks out for Logan and Briggs." Logan and Briggs Connolly were killed yesterday morning as a fire quickly swept through their home, leaving a family torn apart and a community still in shock this evening. Rod Maloney is in Grosse Pointe as investigators search for what started it.
The desperate pleas of two young boys trying to escape a house fire and then dying inside their home is as devastating an event as this community has seen in many years. And now the mobilization to help this family, the mother and father who remain, has brought this community together in ways few can remember. Fisher Road is still cordoned off tonight. Investigators in and out of the gutted home all day. Grosse Pointe Public Safety Chief Stephen Poloni told Local 4 News about the help he's brought in.
It's an arson task force comprised of Michigan State Police, Detroit Police, and ATF, and they're currently doing a cause and origin study. So they're going through the house, digging it, and to see what the cause of the fire was.
We still don't know the cause. Just down the street, moms have joined forces on Mom Swap through Facebook and started gathering donations for the family that's lost everything. Rick Handlosser doesn't know the family, but he does know their friends, and he donated clothing to the cause.
Especially when there's children involved. There's no other children in the family, so it's a total loss. So, yes, they will rally around them.
They're also accepting gift cards for the Conleys. The Conley boys played youth hockey with all their young friends in the neighborhood. In tribute, sticks are showing up on front porches, and they'll be accompanied by candles starting tonight. Their teams put out statements asking players to attend a Wednesday night vigil for Logan and Walter. They're asked to wear their uniform jerseys. Also, one team will have helmet stickers to wear on the ice this year. Rick also told us because the house is uninhabitable, there is donated housing available now as well.
This community just comes together whenever there's a crisis like this.
Now, that GoFundMe page that was put up this morning has already received in excess of $56,000 and counting, because that number has grown several thousand in the last hour. In the meantime, the vigil for the boys is scheduled for St. Paul on the Lake Church, Catholic Church, tomorrow night at 6 p.m., and we are told that it's going to be exceptionally well attended. Back to you.
Rod, it's been so emotional for so many people. I can't imagine what it was like at the kids' school today.
Well, yeah, they have had counselors at the school for the children today. Yesterday, there are some children who would go home for lunch. They were not sent home because they didn't want them to find out while at home at lunch. So the counselors are there today now that the children know, try and help them. And on an interesting note, we know that for firefighters and police officers, dealing with children dying like this is exceptionally difficult. And Grosse Pointe Police and Fire brought in counselors for them today as well.
Just dreadful. All right, Rod.
Yes. Okay, turning now to the weather, and you can see from our downtown sky cam here, a lot of clouds hanging around there, but the rain managed to hold off.
It's a lot prettier this morning, but the key term here is holding off, because it is coming, apparently, Ben.
Yeah, and we started out so nice this week. We had a couple gorgeous days on Sunday and Monday, and now this is the signal that things are starting to change. The cold front sweeping through, still into the close to 60, at least on the east side. Already starting to see the mid-40s out here in the north and west zone. So as the temperatures drop, yes, we may see a couple sprinkles tonight. In fact, a lot of those are going on right now, but they're fairly light and not going to last much past sunset. Then we're going to start looking at better chances of rain as we get into Wednesday and Thursday. The rest of tonight, though, 50s into the 40s, and we are expecting quite a bit of rain for both Wednesday and Thursday, in addition to some wind and some cold temperatures and possibly some snow. So all of that coming up in just a few minutes, guys.
Okay, Ben. A teenager who pleaded guilty to murder after throwing a rock off an overpass is sentenced. 19-year-old Kyle Anger of Clio is sentenced to up to 29 years in prison. Anger and a group of other teens were charged with killing Kenneth White of Mount Morris after they threw rocks off an I-75 overpass back in 2017. Anger has already served 2 years in jail. The other teens charged are expected to be sentenced as juveniles. Tonight, a local activist is calling for a grand jury investigation into Mayor Duggan's office and its dealings with the nonprofit Make Your Date Foundation.
Let's bring in Mara McDonald, who has more on this court filing and a familiar name behind it. Mara.
Hi, Devin. It is Robert Davis, the former school board member from Highland Park, who is no stranger to filing litigation. Take a look. This latest Robert Davis lawsuit is asking the Wayne County Circuit Court to appoint a one-man grand jury to investigate the Inspector General's findings in the Duggan Make Your Date charity controversy.
Based upon the Inspector General's report and her findings of fact, it's clear and evident that there's probable cause that either a felony and or a misdemeanor was committed by Alexis Wiley and the other two high-level executives.
The Inspector General, Ellen Ha, found no laws were broken with the Duggan administration putting city resources into the charity, which helps women carry their babies to term. What Ha did find was 3 city workers, including the mayor's chief of staff, deleting emails, and they need to be disciplined. In short, they abused their authority but it's not criminal. A call to the mayor's office has this to say about Davis's latest legal maneuver. Quote, every few months, Robert Davis files outrageous requests like this one, which are consistently denied because they are baseless. Now, that's from the city's top lawyer, Lawrence Garcia, who also adds, quote, it's unfortunate that a man who was sent to prison for embezzling from Highland Park school children now fancies himself as the guardian of the law.
These particular documents, financial documents pertaining to Make Your Date, did not exist. So you have to ask yourself, why has the mayor of the city of Detroit spent taxpayer dollars time and time again to keep public documents hidden?
Back here live, we have reached out to the chief judge at the Wayne County Circuit Court where Davis's lawsuit was filed. No word yet on the status of his grand jury request. We're live downtown tonight. I'm Mara McDonald, Local 4.
Okay, Mara. Well, this just into our newsroom. We've confirmed funeral arrangements for former U.S. Representative John Conyers, who passed away over the weekend at the age of 90. Conyers will be remembered this coming Monday at Detroit's Greater Grace Temple at 11 a.m. The congressman, of course, served his country for 53 years in the U.S. House of Representatives, was a founding member of the Congressional Black Caucus, and a champion of civil rights in this country. No word yet on the dignitaries expected, but the list is certainly sure to be long.